Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. From the gun. Wide open downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Gardner. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. That's caught. It's Schneider. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Quickly out to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. They make the stop, but a big pickup. They Thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Washington. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. At the 45 on its way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Caught over the middle, it's Coates. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Running through contact. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Arkansas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab on the left. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Gardner. Got his man quickly. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Bring in the heat. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They just keep firing. The short hands, it's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be stoked. I mean, just to have a complete performance. The defensive line shutting down the run, making sure you can't get any kind of run game going, in the secondary being locked down, linebackers flying around. It's been a complete performance, and it's been complete domination.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They're working that left side. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cobb. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Gardner. Working that left side now. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like, you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line and one of the biggest games of the year.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Washington. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tosses it incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 17 over Indiana. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Schneider. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And on that play, the offense called 4 verticals. They had 4 guys running down the field trying to take a shot. Quarterback's got to get the ball out on time. One, because you're going to have to fit that football in between a safety and a DB. And obviously, 2, you got to beat the pass rush. Can't hold on to it on 4 verts.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds a man on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. carry to the line with the clock still running. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Gardner. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pocket breaking down. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down and still on his feet. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.